Misty, my daughter Mary Grace, my mother Pam, my sister Connie, and my brother-in-law Russ. We enjoyed coming, and we can see if we can touch some of y'all today with some of these events that's happened. Uh, First of all, I'd like to tell all the fathers, Happy Father's Day, even our Heavenly Father. Amen. Happy Father's Day. Amen. And the fathers that's went on, Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Because they right there on the throne and they looking down and they smiling. I'd like to start off with something funny. There was these two guys playing baseball. One was a catcher and one was a pitcher. And the one told the other one, they said, if you whichever dies first and goes to heaven, you got to come back and let me know if there's baseball in heaven. They said, okay. So it rocked on. So the catcher died first. A day or two later, he come back. He told the pitcher, he said, the pitcher asked me, he said, well, is there baseball in heaven? He said, yeah, but I got some good news and I got some bad news. He said, well, what's the good news? He said, there's baseball in heaven. He said, well, what's the bad news? He said, you got to pitch tomorrow night. So anyway, I give my heart to the Lord in 1988. 8 years old on Christmas morning. We had, I'm a member at Siloam Baptist Church, and I give my heart to the Lord when I was 8 years old. And that's where it started. I'm a 1998 graduate from Telfair County High School in McRae. When I got out of high school, I had the opportunity to go to college. I didn't go. My dad sent me to get some tin from some chicken houses down in Alma, Georgia. And we'd always farmed and always been in the chicken business. So when I pulled up at this chicken house, I thought I was at a motel. I didn't know where I was at. It was this huge chicken house. So anyway, when I got to this chicken house, I come back, I told Daddy, I said, Daddy, I'm going to chicken business. He said, you're crazy. Don't do it, go to school. I said, no, I'm going to go to chicken business. So anyway, we got a pastor, a family pastor up in Kentucky, Georgia, named David Jeffries. He comes down from time to time and prays over us. And we go over the fields and look at different things. And he come down and we prayed over it. And he said, Ernest, all I can tell you is I see a lot of chickens. He didn't say how many or all that good stuff. He said, I see a lot of chickens. So that's where it started. So we started in 99. I built 2 chicken houses that held 250,000 laying hens. So we got the ball rolling and got started good. In April of 2004, I got a call from Mr. Ed Houston. That was the guy that put our chickens in. He had got cancer. He said, Ernest, I'm not going to be able to put y'all in no chickens in y'all's houses. So I messed around and got Brother David on the phone. I said, I thought it was the end of the world. I said, I'm in bad shape. He said, honey, we're going to pray about it. We went praying about it. And we stayed empty for about 6 or 7 months. And then a guy from North Georgia called me right out of the blue. His name was Randy Nelson. And he was right out of the blue. He was in this chicken meeting, and all of a sudden, they was talking about somebody else, and they got talking about us. And I know then it was the Lord that put him on us. He come down from North Georgia and put chickens in our houses. And that was in late October of 2004. And in 2005, Mr. Randy Nelson come to me and said, Ernest, my wife's got breast cancer. And I ain't going to be able to put you no more birds in this chicken house. I said, oh, Lord, here we go again. Another dominoes effect. I said, Lord, what have I done? You get to play in that mindset where, what have I done wrong? What has happened? What can I do to fix it? And the human side of it, you'll say, let's fix it now. Now, I need it fixed now. Lord sometimes don't see it that way. Yeah. It's on his time. So anyway, we stayed out of chickens for about a year. Bank payments still hammering on us. Everything, house sitting empty, seeing signs everywhere. You go to town, I see a chicken truck drive by with chickens on it. I said, Lord, you'll put us some chickens in this house. Something's coming on. Egg market was terrible. I think right then the egg market was like 50 cents a dozen for a dozen eggs. And that's like a bloodbath in the egg market. Anyway, we kept praying. Finally, one afternoon I was sitting in one of my fields, and I got this call from an egg company, and I said, I'm just good here, I'm good. And they said, well, we thinking about putting in some chickens. We're thinking about it. So anyway, we talked to them. Nothing was never concrete. I called Brother David day in and day out from Kentucky. We prayed about this thing. We prayed and kept praying. 2006, November the 8th, still no birds. Brother David had come down from Kentucky. We went inside the chicken house, and I got an oval brown table sitting in this chicken house. And this table is beat up, but I got it screwed together and taped together for this one reason. Me and Brother David sat down at this table. He said, we're going to sit here and pray till we get an answer. We sat down less than 5 minutes. He looked at me and when he smiled, he said, I got an answer. I said, for real? He said, yeah, I got an answer. He said, you're going to have chickens in both of these houses by November the 24th. I said, of this year? He said, this year. I said, all right. So we went to praying. On November the 15th, I got a call from the egg company. I was pouring some corn out for some deer, feeding some deer. I couldn't hear them, so I got up and stood on top of my truck. And I said, I answered the phone, and they said, Ernest, this is the egg company. We're going to bring you some chickens starting Monday, and we're going to fill both of your houses up. I said, all right, bring them on. I went to jump and shout and praise the Lord. And by November the 24th is what Brother David said the Lord told him. We were slammed full of chickens. Amen. Amen. How about that? Look here, that was a blessing from the skies. So we hadn't had nobody to call us for nothing. The Lord put them in the right place at the right time. In 2008, chicken house still running good. This is an episode of 2008 that happened to me personally again. Me and my dad was running some cows. And we run about 200 head of mama cows, along the other stuff we do, row cropping and whatnot. And we were on an uphill drag running some cows, and I've always done this. I throw my truck in park and jumped out and go run the cows. This particular day when I threw the truck in park, I threw it in reverse. But I jumped out. I was away from the truck. And you know how it says, honor your father and your mother and do what they're supposed to tell you to do. This particular day, I've not done what they told me to do. He said, Ernest, your truck's running away from you. Run catch it. So what I do, I run to go catch it. And the door was open. And when I went to, and it was coming pretty fast. And when I went to dive in the truck bounced over a fat lighter stump about that high. And it come down on top of my head. And when it did, it backed on into a tree. And when it stopped, my head was about a foot from the front tire. Shirt covered in blood. And I stood up, I seen the blood, and I was already getting weak anyway, and I was getting cold. Daddy come around with that, and all the boys come around with that. I told Daddy, I said, Daddy, I said, I'm dying. He said, no, you ain't gonna die. I said, I'm dying. Cold. Anyway, we pulled out the driveway, and my Aunt Joan was out watering her grass in her yard. She took me by the hands and grabbed my hands and went to praying. And it was so hot. Her hands were so hot. And the heat from her hands warmed me up. I went to sweating. And finally, when I went to sweating, she said, Ernest, go with him. Take him to the hospital. We left there. They come all the way to Eastman. And when I got to Eastman, when I went in the emergency room, I got to get back cold, but they got to wrap me with blankets. Wrap me up with blankets. Praise God for that. He spared me. He could have took me home. But I said then, he's got something in store for us. So anyway, it took 22 staples to sew me up from ear to ear. And Lord bless me. I still have trouble with it time to time, but look here. The Lord has touched me on it. Brother David's touched me and prayed over me over it, and the good Lord has healed me in a lot of ways on it. In 2012, this is another miracle that happened to us. I had a black guy that helped us. His name was Ernest. His name was Ernest Jolly. And he helped my granddaddy for 48 years, almost 50 years. He started helping him when he was 13 years old. This was in September 2012. We were spraying some peanuts this afternoon, and this was the Friday before dove season. Dove season was going to come in this Saturday morning. He loved to shoot doves with us. And he would always pick at me. He'd always like to get the last word and this, that, and the other. So finally, that afternoon, I was picking at him, he was picking at me. And I told him this particular day, and I've never told him this. When he got through picking at me, I said, well, you know what, Ernest, I love you. He said, well, I love you too. That night, he went home, ate supper, went to bed. His wife she was on drugs real bad. She shot and killed him. Devastated the whole community because everybody knew him. He was like a family. I mean, he was like a family, like a daddy to me in some ways. Because I've learned a lot from him as I was growing up, farming-wise and life-wise. So anyway, she shot and killed him. And I never could get over it. I never could forgive her. So I had a vision one night. He come to see me, all in white. He pulled up at my dad's house and let the tailgate down. And he said, Ernest, I want to talk to you a minute. I said, yeah, I'd love to talk to you. I put my arm around him. And it was just like me talking to y'all. I could see him before you ever seen him. He said, well, I want you to do me a favor. I said, I'll do it. He said, I want you to forgive Carla. I was his wife named Carla. I said, no, I can't do it. He said, now, if you love me, please forgive Carla. So I said, no, Ernest, I can't do it. I can't get over it. He said, I didn't say forget it. You're going to always remember it. But you got to let it go and forgive her. I said, well, if you want me to forgive her, I'll forgive her. I'll forgive her. All right, so I woke up. And I was all in a sweat and chills and everything else. And y'all with computers, you know you have them pop-ups. The pop-ups that pop up on the computers. The very next night, Misty opened up her computer who was laying there in bed. She opened the computer up and a pop-up popped up. And it said a lady in North Georgia in a correctional facility gave her heart to the Lord. And she was preaching in the facility. And Ivy Dog, that wasn't Carla, the woman that shot him, she was giving testimonies and she was praying for folks in the prison. How about that? The Lord knew I had to forgive her because he knew I was going to see that on that computer. Amen?
Yes.
How about that? Ain't he good? Ain't the Lord Jesus good? It's a blessing. Oh, it's a blessing. In 2014, in April, I got this call to build this humongous chicken house. Brother Bernie's been there for a month. They called me from the eggplant, and they said they want me to build you a house to populate almost 275,000 laying hens. So I told them, I said, bring it on. I'm ready for it. Let's go. So we went to praying about it. Brother David come and prayed about it. And then in July of 2014, we ran into a brick wall with the bank. The bank got in a jam, and we couldn't get the money like we should. The money wouldn't come through. Everything was falling through. Prayers were going up fast. We was praying for this thing because we had a deadline on these birds. The birds were set to come in this house in September of 14, but we were running out of time. In 2014 of July, I started listening to Joel Osteen a little bit on the XM radio and TV. And my sister actually gave me a book Joel Osteen book. All the way through high school, I can't even remember hardly reading the book. I know I should have. My mom was a school teacher. I'm not telling her yet. But I probably, hey, if I could find the easy way out, I would. If I had to go back, I'd do it the other way. But my sister gave me a book. And she wrote in the book, I hope this book leads you in the right direction or gives you blessings or whatever. And Connie, I thank you for giving me that book. I read every word of that book. It was Joel Osteen's book. And boy, howdy, did that change some things in me. Big time. Big time. On how I look at life, how I look at situations. Because, honey, if you don't put the Lord first in all of it, you're in bad shape.
Come on, brother.
Bad shape. Anyway, I started listening to Joel Osteen, praying, walking closer to the Lord than I've ever been. We were still running out of time. So Daddy found these 3 chicken houses down in Alma that this guy hadn't had no chickens in 7 years. The houses were empty. His name was Wade Madry. They said, well, I think we might can move them houses better than we can build one. So we went out and looked at these houses and looked at them. We pulled up. And I said, Lord, there's no way we can move these houses. I said, and before we left, I threw my hands up to the Lord. I said, Lord, if you will, bless this man to get chickens. Touch him to get chickens. Because we done been on this side of the fence, and honey, it ain't no fun. Them things don't pay for themselves. All right, good is to stack hay if you got hay or whatever you got. So anyway, it kept rocking on. We invested some stuff. Still, we couldn't get no headway. But my chickens that I was supposed to get in September 14, all 275,000 birds went to Wade Madry's house and filled his houses up for him. So right now he's in production. He got my new birds that I was supposed to get. Still again, the Lord's still working something on my end, but look here, I asked the Lord to fill that man's houses up, and he filled them up with all birds. How about that? So anyway, we're still praying. 2015, we got the dirt work done, invested more time, more money. The egg company said, be patient. Be patient. Be patient. We went down and had an egg meeting down with my guy. His name was Dennis Hughes. He said, Ernest, be patient. Be patient. I said, that's all he would tell me, be patient. And then we would be patient. And in 2016, still, no birds in this big house. We invested a lot of time, a lot of money. We, Brother David would come down, we'd walk around this house, we'd pray over it. Still, just rocking, trying to, and I'd step at night, sleepless nights. And I'd say, Lord, why have you forsaken me for this house if I can't get it? Everything's in place now. Now the egg company, we can't get the birds. Everything ain't falling in place. But little I know it was falling in place. Because the Lord had the timing on it. But he's putting us through something. Me and Mr. Steph at night cry about it. We pray about it. I called Brother David. I said, I'm on my last leg. He said, no, you ain't. He said, we pray about it. We pray about it. We'd go out and we'd throw salt at midnight on the place to take the salt and throw it. Take the oil and anoint around the house. He said, it's coming. I said, God's time, but it's coming. March of 2016, me and my wife Misty went to Savannah. This particular morning, I had an old flip phone. And them old flip phones, they wouldn't talk. They ain't like these smartphones. These iPhones we got now, is old flip phone. This particular morning, when the sun rised, my phone went to going off and it was saying, Dennis Hughes, Dennis Hughes, Dennis Hughes. I couldn't get it to hush. I had to take the battery out of it. But I know then the Lord was touching us for something with Dennis Hughes. That was in March. In April, of 2016, I had the Church of God preacher from McRae said, Ernest, he said, I want to come and I want to anoint a cloth and I want to put it where that chicken house is going to be built. I said, okay. So he brought the cloth, we anointed it, and put it under that chicken house. And today, right today, under that concrete, that cloth is under that chicken house. Because when we poured that concrete, I made sure that cloth stayed right there. I re-oiled it before the cement went over it. Sure did. But we had prayer warriors all over Selph County, Dodge County. Everybody I said, pray for us. Pray for this chicken house. We pray for them, they pray for us. Finally, on June 16th, June of 2016, we had a meeting with Ed County. We told them, we said, look, this something's got to give. We done spent a buku of money. Our SBA loan time is running out. We walked in there and talked to them. They said, Ernest, we just don't know if this thing's going to happen now or not. They said, just be patient. So anyway, me and my dad left Blackshear, Georgia. We come up Highway 203, and I got a phone call from the Egg Company before I got back to Alma, Georgia. And they said, turn around right now. We got to talk. And we turned around. They've always said, be patient. We turned around on Patience Road. The road was Patience Road. We turned around on Patience Road and got back down to the Egg Company. And they said, honey, we fixing to put your birds in. Go ahead and finish the building, finish it up. We fixing to go at it. Amen to that. Lord, ain't that a blessing? That is a blessing. We started construction. The construction was going great. On October the 16th, the guy that we had signed with, Mr. Jock Clint and Dennis Hughes, sold the Egg Company. So here we go again, right back in the ditch. I said, Lord, honey, I don't know how much more of this I can take. So anyway, we went to praying about it. They sold to Cal-Maine Foods. Cal-Maine come up and they said, Ernest wants you to stop construction. I said, do what? They said, stop construction. I said, well, here we go again. So anyway, we stopped construction, got to praying hard. They said, Ernest, we want you to turn this house to a cage-free house. I said, okay, if that's what you want. I'm already in it, so let's come on with it. So we started the cage-free deal, and that's what we wound up with, thank the Lord. And I praise God today that I'm closer to Him than I've ever been, ever in my life. And everything that I write on now, and Mr. Bernie can tell you, I got praise God on everything. Because if it wasn't for God, you find people wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Look here, we wouldn't have what we have.
That's right.
Thank the Lord for what we got. The birds come in 2017 in the cage-free house. When the last bird went in, I hit my knees. I said, thank you, Lord. And what a ride it was, but I'd do it all again. Because I have come closer to you. God's on the throne. He's, hey, put him first in your life, and I promise you, you will not go wrong. I'm going to tell you a couple of visions that I've had. This next vision that I have, thank the Lord, the chicken house is going good. Hey, and I got it now. I can sit over here now and watch it because of Mr. Bernie. He got me hooked up with my cameras. Hey, and all my help, they said, is them cameras live? I said, you live. So, anyway, this next vision I have is about my grandmother. Her name was Mary Selph. It's been about a month ago now, 2 months ago. One morning I was driving to Nyland, and I was praying as usual. And I asked the Lord every morning I asked him when I'm praying, I said, Lord, let me live to be 100 years old. I think I told Mr. Bernie that. And I told my pastor up in Kentucky, he said, why you want to live to be 100? I said, I just do. I want to live to be 100, and when I turn 100, I want the Lord to take me home. I don't live to be 100. But he said, well, you asked him, he might give it to you. Hey, no hurt to ask. So anyway, this particular morning, I said, Lord, I hadn't seen my grandmother since she died, and I miss her. I want to see her. I just like us talking. Next night or two, I had a vision. Actually, it was me, Misty, and Mary Grace. Our little girl was in the dream. And we was in this room, and the room was red. It was like a restaurant, but it had gold trim around. Everything had gold. We went to go pay, and I heard somebody laugh. And I told Misty, I said, that was Big Mama. We called her Big Mama. She said, you sure? And she'd always would take me by my chin, and she'd say, you old pretty thing. And when I turned around, she grabbed me by my chin. She said, you old pretty thing. And I hit my knees, and I fell in her lap and cried. All right, by that time, a door come open behind her, and it was my granddaddy. He come out. Perfect health, perfect as they could be. And there was a lady sitting over in this booth in the corner. And I asked her, I said, Big Mama, who's that lady? She said, well, honey, it's all right. You don't need to know who that is. So anyway, they prayed over us. We talked. And she said, there's one more person we got to pray for before we leave. I said, well, who is it? She said, your Uncle Craig. I said, well, Big Mama, he's not here. She said, yeah, he is. By that time, Uncle Craig walked right by me. And they took oil in a jar and anointed him, and went praying over him. And we got through praying. I looked at my papa. I said, his name was Oakley. I said, Papa, who's that woman over there in that corner? He said, you can't see everything behind the curtain. But I tell you what I did see. When I turned around and looked behind me, there was this big mirror behind me. And out over that mirror was the Lord's hands. I seen his nail scars. And he had his hands out like this. And when I woke up, my whole pillow was wet, and I woke Misty up, and I told her. And when I rolled over to tell her, there was two silhouettes leaving my bedroom. Whew, chill gun. How about that? Come on now. And I told Misty about it. I woke her up and told her about it. This other experience I'm going to tell you about is me and Misty and Connie, and for us that stuff too whenever we can, is we do a basketball program over in Chauncey, Mile Chauncey basketball. And it started was I think 2 or 3 years ago. I would give all my seniors Bibles. Seniors that play basketball, I'd give them Bibles at the end of the year. We started that, and this last year we had I give my seniors Bibles, but I got the Gideons to come, and the Gideons give out over 600 Bibles. Wow! At the award ceremony, they run out of Bibles. Folks was coming up saying, "We want a Bible." I mean, they done run out. Give over 600 Bibles. But before the season started this last year, me and Brother David and Misty were down in the field praying. And this guy called me. His name's Kurt Smith. He called me, and he was all in tears on the phone. He said, Ernest, pray for me right now. Pray for me. I said, Lord, what's wrong? He said, is he 9 years old? My 9-year-old son has been diagnosed with cancer. Pray for me. Please pray for me. So I put him on speakerphone. Brother David happened to be there. The Lord put him there in the right place at the right time. The Lord done it. We went to praying over his son. His son's name was Adam. We went to praying over Adam, praying over Kurt. Went to praying. Prayers went up. Prayers went up. Kept praying. Went through basketball season. All went through basketball season lasted about 6 weeks. Went through the season. Kurt's little boy Adam could not play because he was in, I think, Emory, the Children's Hospital, and died of cancer, done surgeries, and he was taking radiation and chemo. Little fellow was in bad shape. This particular morning, Friday morning, I turned the TV on, And if I don't watch the news, I'll turn it to Sports Center and watch Sports Center. If I ain't on, I'll watch Joel Osteen. I'll watch something while I'm getting ready in the morning. This particular morning, ESPN Sports Center was on, and it had a thing on there about a football player that played for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I kind of caught the tail end of it, and I never rewind anything back. So I rewind it all the way back, and I sat down, and the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles got a wristband from this little boy that had cancer. All right, and it was a true story. And he gave the quarterback the wristband, and the quarterback went and seen him, and he gave him his jersey, and I think the little boy died, and they buried him in the quarterback's jersey, and the Philadelphia Eagles buried his kid. Anyway, it was a sad story. But that day, I seen that wristband, I was like, well, that was sweet to me. And I cried about it, and I thought about, some things. Behold, I went to my mailbox at 1 o'clock that day. I had an envelope in my mailbox. And I didn't know this was coming. I opened the envelope, turned it upside down, and 2 wristbands fell out just like that quarterback guy. And I got them from Adam Smith, the guy with the cancer. How about that? How about that? And right now, today, that youngin is cancer free. Amen. Amen. Right. Cancer free. Now, is that a blessing or not? Yes. Amen. That's a blessing. I got a question for y'all. If the Lord knocked on that door right now, if He knocked on the door, would you be ready? Would your family members be ready? Would your cousins, your co-workers, would they be ready? Your best friend? Look here. If they're not ready, mention something to them. Hey, get with Brother Bernie. Pray for them. That's the best thing you can do is pray for somebody. Amen. Look here. Turn it to the Lord. He'll take care of it. It'll be like you say, well, Lord, I want to do it now. Sometimes it happens right now. But the answer is on God's time. It ain't on our time. Look here. He has worked a million miracles, starting way back down. From parting the seas for Moses up to now. Look here. You know if that Lord can part them seas, look here. Just think what He can do with just one fingertip. Come on. One little fingertip. Just one little touch. So it is. I'm fixing to close with prayer. If you got somebody you need to pray for, get with Brother Bernie, get with me if you need to. I pray with you. Brother Bernie will get with you. Look here. Turn it over to the Lord. Look here. There's nothing wrong with that. Pray for everybody. Everybody. For our nation, everybody. Let me pray. Lord Jesus, we come to you today. I thank you, Lord, for letting me be here on Father's Day. Lord, we'd like to tell you, first of all, thank you for everything you've given us. Bless this church, Lord, and let it grow. Bless Pastor Bernie and his congregation. Thank you for letting me come, Lord, and speak. I hope I've touched someone here, Lord. Touch someone that's listening on Facebook, Lord. Just please touch them. Lord, I see some folks right now getting healed. Somewhere in the world they're getting healed. We hold the whole world up to you, Lord. Because look here, you made it. You made the world. You made each one of us. You got each one of us under your hands, Lord. Just touch us, Lord. Anoint us. Lord, just please bless us, Lord. Bless the sick and the suffering. Bless the ones that's lost loved ones, Lord. Touch their families. Touch these folks at the nursing home, Lord. Touch them and their families. Lord, touch the ones that are looking after them. Touch the nurses, the doctors, everybody, our school systems, Lord. Touch everything, Lord, that we have, Lord. Touch it. We wouldn't have nothing today, Lord, for what we for you. Lord, just please bless us, Lord, to come back from time to time. And Lord, when you get through this, give each one of us a home in heaven. Christ's sake. Amen. I'd like to thank y'all for letting me come. It's been a blessing for me and my family to come and give this testimony to you. And I tell you what, honor and praise to the good Lord, because I tell you what, He's the man on the throne, and He is always going to be on the throne. And look here, one day we're going to be sitting right there with Him beside the throne. And that, look here, that's going to be a blessing to all of us. Thank you, and God bless y'all. Thank you, brother. Thanks, brother.